Okay. Good day, good day, good day. In this beautiful Saturday here. Let's see who jumps on board here. It's a long weekend for a lot of you American folks here. I know it's your Thanksgiving long weekend, so I want to take the opportunity and wish all my American friends happy long weekend, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Okay, I'm glad that everybody is here. I'm glad that everybody is good. Okay, let's see who else jumps in before I briefly want to start on my topic. What I wanted to discuss briefly today is about happiness. I see quite a few people jumped on board already. I'm grateful for this. Thank you. And we can start, okay? So, happy and being happy, what does it truly mean, okay? Happy is not a destination, believe it or not, okay? Happy or being happy is actually a state of being, okay? It's a state of beingness. To be happy is not a destination. So what does this really mean? This basically means that we cannot rely on situations. We cannot rely on others. We cannot rely on the weather to make us happy, or our spouse to make us happy, or our children to make us happy. We can't rely on anything, okay, to make us happy. We simply have to realize that real happiness comes from within, okay? It only comes from within. And when you realize this, then amazing things start to happen in your life for many reasons, of course, right? One of the most amazing things that happens in your life is that you understand your true power. You understand that you cannot be influenced by outside sources or outside scenarios, okay? And when you are in a happy state, your body, believe it or not, will thank you. And it will thank you immensely. How will it thank you? By being healthy, okay? Literally, every single cell in your body loves it when you are happy, okay? You're exuding this energy that your cells truly, truly love. So before we get any deeper into this, let's get some likes here. Okay, you can tap your screens. That way we create a feeding frenzy here on TikTok. And if you feel like sharing, please go ahead and share this video while I'm live. The more people on board, the better it is. And we can have a bigger effect on creating what I call a mass awakening. Okay, so for those that don't know me, please go right ahead. You can check out my page on TikTok. And if you like what you see, of course, please hit a follow. And you can also hit the notifications little bell there so you don't miss any videos that I upload. Katrina is in the house. Thank you for being here. Shakira is in the house. Thank you for being here, my beautiful friends, Love and Light from the UK, of course, and always a pleasure to have you here. And at the bottom of the page, of course, you will find my link tree. You can also tap on that, and that will direct you to my YouTube and my Instagram, because I do different things on different platforms, of course. Same work, but different, videos and all that. And I do upload this on YouTube as well, so that way we don't lose anything. And for those of you that want to subscribe, this is your opportunity, of course. You can do it while I'm live. Anybody that does that and wishes to can have a free 15-minute one-on-one interview kind of thing with me and see how that goes. So, back to the topic. So, as I was saying, okay, happiness is a state of being, and it's not a destination. Okay, so with that said, you should always strive to be happy internally. Okay, because you have complete control over your situation. You always have complete control over your scenario. You always have complete control of your emotional state. All right, and if we rely on others to be happy, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. You really are, because even though something might happen in the short term that you think will make you happy, in reality, happiness in the long term only happens when you are truly happy from within. And the benefits of this are immense. They are so powerful. They are so great. First of all, one of the greatest benefits you're going to receive is better health. Okay? Because it is a very well-known fact that when you are emotionally happy, emotionally elevated, your body, your cells, for whatever reason, they regenerate a lot quicker. Okay? They work a lot more efficient, not just your cells, but every single organ in your body. Your stress levels, of course, they disappear, which have tremendous health benefits, just that on its own. Okay? And not to mention that you are in complete alignment with who you really are. Okay? Which is the most important factor of all, because who you really are is not your physical body. So when you are in complete alignment with who you are, magical things start to happen in your life in this physical realm. Okay, just amazing, mind-blowing things start to happen. So let's see some of your comments. You can leave me some comments here. Of course, they don't have to be on the topic like usual. Let's see who's here. Some of my subs are here. Okay, like I said, good evening, Katrina, Shakira, awesome. Thank you for being here. Let's go up and see if any of you have made some comments. Okay, hello. Okay, hello. I love the stash. Thank you, my friend. Looks good. Thank you. Hi, bro. How are you? How was your Thanksgiving? It was awesome. Thank you for asking. And I hope that yours was well as well. How long did it take to grow one? I can't grow one. It all depends. You're talking about the stash? It all depends. Everybody is different. Wow, I needed this today. My goodness. There you go. So, Stargaze Mommy, I believe? Yeah. You are at the right time, at the right place, because like I've said many, many times, nothing is by accident. Nothing is a coincidence. So, you bumped into this video right on time. Feeling happy from Wales. Awesome. And this is the key to everything, okay? Because when you feel internally happy, okay, and you align yourself with this positive emotion, remarkable things happen on a vibrational scale, on a universal scale. Everything in your life, believe it or not, is going to fall in place, because happiness is an emotion, of course, right? And what happens is it is associated with a certain frequency and vibration, okay? So when you exude this vibration on a consistent level, okay, what's going to happen is you're going to attract the same thing from the universe and from everything else around you. And this is not a secret, okay? It is a very well-known fact right now. But the way you do this is you got to keep your emotional state high. You got to keep vibing high, okay? So happiness is key, all right? And when you vibe high, even your physical body is going to thank you. Every single cell in your body is going to thank you, actually. Okay, so I have a disease, but you make me feel stronger. I know what to do with my energy. Thank you. And this is truly, truly amazing. Believe it or not, if you go in silence, if you stand still, and if you manage to make your thoughts, subside and go down. Uh, Everything you've ever wanted in terms of knowledge and alignment will come to you, believe it or not. What we call awakening is nothing else than just being aware of who you really are. Okay, so once you do this, then everything is possible, including healing any kind of disease that you want to heal. Okay, especially that. As a matter of fact, uh, just what I just mentioned earlier about being happy and having that emotional state, your body knows exactly what to do. Okay, we don't even need to direct our body to do anything in this case, because when your vibration is at a certain level, you will attract the same thing. Your body already knows what to do with it. So I'm glad for your beautiful comment. Thank you. Lynn, can you be happy when you've been alone for years? Yes, you can. You can totally be happy when you are alone for years, okay? Because like I said before, true happiness does not depend on outside circumstances. It does not depend on outside sources. It does not depend on something that you would buy, or somebody's comment, or somebody's, I don't know, somebody paying attention to you or something like that, right? Happiness only comes from within. So can you be happy being alone for many years? Most definitely. And I know a lot of people actually that have done it. You don't need to go very, very far. Even if you go to some Tibetan monks, or any kind of monk for that matter, right? That has a certain, they've been around a certain amount of years where they are, and most of them are isolated actually. You will find when you have a conversation with them that they exude this immense peace about them. There's just an immense aura in peace. And this is the reason why, because they are happy with themselves. They're not relying on any outside sources. I'm not sure if any of you have been to even a monastery to speak to a monk, or even maybe out in Tibet to see one of those Tibetan monks or masters, because a lot of them are masters. There's just this amazing aura about them that just you being around them makes you nice and calm, and you just see the world a lot different. So yes, you can be happy being alone. But thank you for that. Katrina, yes, I've been alone for 4 to 5 years and I'm happy. Awesome. How can I open myself up to hear and see spirits? Okay, so again, by being still. Okay, because what happens when I say being still, I mean literally, like just stand still, okay, and be quiet. And then stillness comes in your mind as well, because when your thoughts start to subside, you are totally still and in the moment. And it is at this moment that you can communicate with anything, okay? You can communicate with spirits, you can communicate with other dimensions, you can communicate with your higher self, and so on and so on. Because it is at this state that we open up to receive information and communicate, okay? Generally speaking, on our daily routine when we walk around and we conduct our business, even though a spirit or spirits are trying to communicate with us, we don't listen, because we simply are too busy listening to our mind. Our mind just takes over, and our thoughts are just, we've been conditioned to listen to our thoughts, that's all. Okay, any comments from my subs here? Okay, Katrina, Lynn, yes, illness may be due to, okay, you're talking to Lynn here, of course, yes, may be due to a fear of something. So if you overcome your fears, that will help. 1000%, I totally agree with you, Katrina. Best wishes from Sweden, thank you. Consciousness is the basis for everything. 1000%, yes. Consciousness is the basis for everything. And as a matter of fact, the only two things that you see dancing around in this physical reality are actually consciousness, which I call awareness, and energy. It's a dance between the two, okay? So you will quickly realize that when you're aware of things, you can actually master the energy around you, okay? It is truly phenomenal. Good point. I'll try. Awesome. I love you guys. Shahira, your own company is your best friend. 1000%. Your own company is your best friend, as long as you don't fall victim of your thoughts again. Okay, because your thoughts are a powerful. They're supposed to be a powerful tool. Like your mind, that's the way it should be. It is a tool after all, right? But a lot of times, what happens is we fall victims of our own mind, of our own thoughts, because we just simply get carried away by them, and we automatically assume that we are our thoughts, but we are not. Okay. All right, let's get some more likes here so we can create more of a feeding frenzy. Let's see what's happening here on TikTok today. Any other questions that you wonderful folks might want to have? This is the opportunity to do so. I'm going up to see if I missed any of you. Okay, awesome. Thank you for those beautiful roses. Want to see if I missed anybody here. Okay, so I'm going to take the opportunity again, and I'm going to say, for those that don't know me, you can go ahead and check on my page, and if you like what you see, you can always hit a follow, and of course you can hit the notifications little bell there, so every time I upload a video, you will be the first to get notified. At the same time, you're going to find my link tree at the bottom of the page there. If you tap on that, that's going to direct you to my YouTube and also my Instagram. I do different things on different platforms, and I do upload these lives on YouTube as well. And for those of you that want to subscribe, this is your opportunity. Anybody that wishes to do so can have, if they want to, a 15-minute free meeting with me on a one-to-one, just to touch base and see where everybody is at. So, having said that, let's see some of your comments again here. Feeling happy from Wales, yeah. All right. Love your content. Sending love from Canada. Thank you, my friend. Awesome. I love this. Okay. I already talked about that. Best wish from Sweden. Yes. Good point. Very interesting. Okay, so very interesting in what you have to say about no objective reality. So, reality, believe it or not, is our creation. We create our own reality. Okay, so basically, the way we see things is the way we perceive reality. Okay, so if we were to sit, Leonard, in a specific room, okay, and you had like 10 different people in the room, their experience would be very, very unique. You might be looking at the same thing, for example, but everybody would have a different interpretation of it, and everybody would have a different, what do you call, even memory of it, if you ask them what really went there. So, yes, reality is depending on the way you see it, like objective reality here. Okay, beautiful point. Okay, yes, with high vibration, you attract great things, 1000%. It's not a secret anymore. With high vibration, we do attract beautiful, beautiful things. But when we say high vibration, we can't just, temporarily be in this vibration and then just go back to our normal habits, right? We need to sustain this vibration. And the way you do it is by being right here, present in the present moment, okay? Of course, there's multiple ways, like feeling good internally all the time. But I find that just trying to feel good or feeling positive all the time, you kind of, down the road, kind of forget about it, and you go back to your own habits, right? But if you become present in the present moment, there's no effort there. Really, okay, like what effort is there to be present in the present moment? You're present anyway. So all you do is just you focus on what's around you. Okay, so the minute you do that, what happens in this case, instead of raising your vibration to like extreme heights, what you do is you create non-resistance to everything, right? And when you create non-resistance to everything, then you again come into this receiving mode, and things happen to manifest in your life, and things just simply become much, much better in your life, right? And you wonder, how did this happen? They didn't have to happen. They happened because you were simply aware in the present moment. That's how they happened. Okay, and you're saying, but I wasn't feeling happy. No, you don't have to really, because in this case, what you did was you were just focused in the present moment, and you created non-resistance. And when you create non-resistance, it's the same principle as just being really, really happy. Okay, beautiful. I love you guys. Beautiful comments here. Awesome. Who else is here? Awesome, awesome. And Camila is in the house. Hello, my friend. Nice to have you on board. Hey, there you are. Awesome, friend. Nice to have you on board, Camila. Thank you for sharing as well. I owe you a meeting, by the way, Camila. I haven't forgotten about it, okay? So we need to arrange that. Hello from Denmark. Nice to see you here. Awesome, awesome. Nice to see you. Love and light. Thank you, my friend. Trying to see if I missed anybody here, because sometimes as messages pop up, other messages get pushed up in the front, and so I need to go up and down sometimes to catch all of your messages. Okay. So if I do miss anybody, don't be disappointed. It's not done on purpose, believe me. All right, let's see. And yesterday we laughed. Okay, yesterday we laughed at people who passed, but I was a little bit shamed. Do you think they laugh with us? So you're talking about people that have passed, meaning like they passed away? I guess that's what you're talking about here, right? I was a little bit shamed. Do you think they laugh with us? So people, believe it or not, that have passed, especially if they have passed recently, okay, they do have a tendency of sticking around because, believe it or not, they still have an energetic bond, okay, with the life that they just left. They have an energetic bond with the people that they just left, and they have a tendency of sticking around because even though they passed, they are not quite ready to move on. Okay, it's like they need to close the chapter before they move on. Right now, in reality, of course, like I've said before, it's like moving from one room to the other. Okay, and a lot of times, believe it or not, there have been people that have passed and didn't even realize that they passed. They thought that they were still alive, conducting their normal business and all that. This is how real this gets. Like, you know what I mean? So do they laugh with us? 1,000%. They do, because they get their sense of humor back. Camila, yes, you do. I can't tonight. I can tonight. My kid is about to fall asleep, so I got 4 hours to spare. Awesome. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to check my schedule and see what we can do, Camila. That's awesome. I will send you a notification if I am free. I'm going to see. Love your content. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Thank you, Luna. And Bunny, thanks for coming, Bunny. Okay, awesome. And Leonard said, do you have a website? No, actually, I don't have a website, but I am in the process of creating one, believe it or not, because I just see that there's a lot of movement. So after abusive spouse left me with 2 kids, I cannot sleep without pills. Please help. So this is a very common problem, actually, because what happens, again, you kind of relive the moments that upset you, right? And in this case, depression kicks in. And of course, when you go to a doctor and all that, in scenarios like that, they will prescribe pills, okay? So this is not uncommon. The best way for you, again, to deal with this, I can't emphasize it enough, is to be present in the present moment, okay? And try to surround yourself with positive people. Okay, this is another plus, very, very good plus. Like if you have wonderful friends that can support you in this, in these dark moments, I should say. Okay, hang around with people that uplift you. Okay, listen to music that uplifts you. Maybe read a book that you find uplifting. See a video or interact with people that you find uplifting. But most importantly, be focused in the present moment. Because when you are focused in the present moment, what's going to happen is your mind is going to start, thank you, Katrina, your mind is going to start shutting down, okay? But I do have a suggestion for you just before you go to bed. Actually, you can practice this even in the daytime. Feel your energy internally, okay? There's a key to this. Start feeling the energy internally. Start from your stomach, okay, and let it expand through your whole body. And as you focus on this energy internally, what's going to happen is you will start to notice that you can even feel it on the outside of your body, okay? Now, I want you throughout the whole day to keep focus on this energy, this pulse that your body has. The more you connect with this energy, the more you are connecting with who you are, believe it or not, okay? And just before you go to sleep, when you go to bed, focus on this energy. But it's good to practice during the whole day, but especially when you go to sleep. It's going to be easier for you. When you focus on this energy, you're going to feel the vibration, you're going to feel the pulse, and you are going to feel so much at peace and calm, okay? So when you do this, I guarantee you, you will fall asleep. Thank you, my friends. You will fall asleep without pills. Guaranteed. If it doesn't work the first night or second night, keep doing it, okay? Because you are going to break that habit. You will fall asleep without the pills, and believe it or not, you will toss those pills out the window one day. And that's your goal. You don't need to sleep with pills. Thank you for that, my friend. And Shahira said, how does angels look like? So, this is a wonderful, wonderful question, okay? I know we have certain ideas of how angels look like, but I will tell you that they look like the way you put them in your brain, in your mind. And the reason why they do this is because they want you to feel comfortable with them. Thank you very much. So in order for you to feel comfortable with them, they need to show themselves with something that doesn't frighten you. They need to show themselves as something that you are comfortable with. But in reality, their energy, okay, or they're beyond energy, I should say. They are consciousness, their awareness, right? And they can take any form that you wish them to take. So is there any way that angels look like? Not really, okay? But just because we're used to reading books about angels and all that, we have a certain description of them. They will tend to follow that description just because we are used to watching them or looking at them like that. But beautiful question, thank you. Okay, who else is here? And Camila, I told Bunny that you're my favorite. Oh man, so no needs to meet you too. Oh, awesome, thank you, Camila. You're so wonderful. Shakira, you want to want them to be awesome. I love the way you interact always, Camila. You are such a beautiful soul. Thank you, Katrina, for the roses. Thank you for your guidance. I really enjoy listening to you. No problem, Leonard. It's just a matter of, connecting with who you really are. That's all it is. Hello, thank you. I get a lot of thank yous here. I love this. Hi, my friend. Nice to see you live. Thank you again. I am. Awesome. You guys are wonderful. You guys are wonderful. That's all I can say. And Shahira, many thanks for explanation. Not a problem. I love when you pose different questions and I can clarify them for you, because After all, this is how we create awareness. This is how we create enlightenment, if you want to call it that. This is how we reach different levels of consciousness, because like I've said before, even though everything around us is consciousness and energy, there are different levels of consciousness, right? So for example, believe it or not, even this cup that I'm holding right here has a certain degree of consciousness within it, okay? And by you being close to this cup, just give you an example, and by projecting your awareness on it, okay, you are actually increasing its consciousness. So for those of you that were wondering about telekinesis, I don't have any of you here right now on this live. This is a way that you do it, because when you project your awareness onto something, you are creating its awareness. You're making it, become more aware of you, and then you can influence it. All right. And Camila, if you were a god, I would be your Jesus. Oh, look at you. I feel like your right hand in an awesome kind of way. You know, my friend, you are always, always awesome. I love it when you're here, just because you are just such a wonderful personality to be here. Katrina, thank you for your great guidance and great energy. Not a problem, Katrina. Love and light to you, my friend. Did I miss something here? Do I see my horses and dogs when I pass in heaven? And Shakya asked this. Yes, you do. You do see your horses. You do see your dogs and everything else that was related to you in this lifetime. The reason why you do is because, again, nothing ever dies. Let me just explain it like this, so maybe a few of you can understand that a little better. Time, as we know it, does not exist. Okay? So what does this mean? This means that past, present, and future are all happening in the now. Okay? So, since you are here in the now and you are aware that you are here, that feeling of you are here, or that feeling of the awareness that you have, can never disappear, can never go away. The dogs and horses that you say here, that if you see them when you pass, okay, think about it. There's no past, present, or future. Everything is one. So, in the other side, the way it operates is, if you want to go, let's say, back in time or in the future, or something like that, it's like crossing the street, literally, okay? You can go to any destination you want. So if you want to go and visit your dogs and your horses and all that stuff, everything is there. Everything is happening simultaneously. So yes, you will definitely see your horses and dogs. As a matter of fact, when you pass, not you specifically, don't be surprised if the first ones that greet you are actually the pets that you had, because you have a very strong bond with them as well. Okay. Anybody else here? Katrina? What happens to someone's consciousness when they have dementia? So again, your consciousness, the I am, okay, feeling that you have, never disappears. So even if somebody has dementia, even if they have issues, even if they fall asleep, even in your sleep, okay, you are still aware, believe it or not. You still have consciousness. People with dementia still have consciousness. Dementia is just, in human terms, we have taken something and we have given it a description, okay? But it doesn't matter if somebody has dementia or not. Let's say the past, for example, they will return in their full form, who they were, meaning they connect with who they really are, okay? Doesn't matter what you have here in this physical reality. What you are doing here in this physical reality is just not a test, not a school. It's an experience, okay, that you wanted to have just for you to grow and evolve as a being of love and light, okay? That's all it is. You just want to grow. You want to evolve. You want to try different things. And, maybe you wanted to have dementia as well, just to mix things up a bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Don't worry. And Shakira, do we choose our parents, kids, and partners before we come to this reality time? 1000%, yes. You do choose your parents, you do choose your kids, and vice versa. It's more like a team effort. Okay, so basically, it's like what we call soul contracts. Okay, so you basically sit together and you kind of want to exchange roles, and you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to be your father this time around. I'm going to be your kid this time around, and so on and so on. And you kind of just interplay roles. On the next reality, the roles might be reversed, for example. Your kids on the next reality could be actually your parents, and so on. Why do we do this? Just because we want to grow, we want to evolve, we want to expand, all of us together. Okay? So yes, you definitely choose your parents, your kids, and so on. But they also choose as well. Keep that in mind, right? So it's a team effort. Okay, and James is asking, what is your thought process when you do telekinesis, please? I keep trying. So again, the best thing for you to do when you do telekinesis is not to think at all. Remember what I said about the cup earlier? Let's say you're trying to influence this cup, okay? What you do is you're looking at it. You're projecting your awareness on this cup. If you want, you can touch it, because now you're also putting your energy into this cup, and vice versa, right? As you pay attention to this cup and you create awareness on it, you can actually give it an intention, like just give it a slight command, and then you just let it go. There's multiple ways to do this, but that's one of my favorite ways. And then you can influence it that way. Or another way you can influence it is by simply feeling energy that you have and just projecting your energy onto something, and then you can influence it in that way as well. But the best course of action is not to think at all, okay? Because then you are just, your mind goes everywhere else, and you're not really producing the results that you want to produce. Bunny Love and Light, thank you. Katrina, thank you for that. Camila, how do I know if my Kundalini is popped? So I wouldn't really have to worry about that, Camila. Okay, I understand a lot of people focus on a lot of terminologies and Kundalinis and all that stuff, but my best advice would be just to focus on your energy internally and let it expand. Okay, once you start focusing on your energy internally and you let it expand, what terminology you give it doesn't matter. It's all energy. We just confuse everything by different terminologies. Okay, so don't be confused by terminologies. Just feel your energy expanding, and if you feel somewhere in your body that let's say there's like a blockage or something, you will be able to feel it, because you're going to see that the energy doesn't go there as quickly as you want it to go. So in this case, what I would suggest is you just simply focus on that spot. Gentle focus, not forceful focus, right? Gently focus on it, and the more you focus on it, the more you will open it up. Okay, I hope that helped you a little bit. We can clarify that even later on. And Camila, that's why I got the greatest kid ever. I love her so. There you go. Yes, Camila. Thank you. Thank you, Katrina says. Anybody else from Katrina sent? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me go back up. I thought I saw Rachel here. Rachel's here. I believe I have a soul contract with my youngest son. We are so connected and have been through so much. 1000%. You always have some sort of a soul contract with everybody that is here. Now, having said this, not everything is written in stone. Okay, if you want to change something in your soul contract, Amelia, thank you for that, you can always do so. Why? Because after all, you are the master of yourself. You are the master of your reality. You do create your own reality. So regardless of what contracts you have had, you can always change them during the process, right? Because again, everything happens in the now. Okay, but that is beautiful. Yes, that is a beautiful comment, Rachel. So if I see my dogs when I pass, how to know I'm alive? So by simply realizing that you never died to begin with. Okay, the term alive is again just a terminology that we have created here as the human species. Okay, there's no such thing as life and death. You are just you are. Okay, that's why we emphasize a lot on the I am. What does the I am mean? The I am simply means that I was, I am, and I always will be, because everything happens in the now. That's what I am means. And once you have the awareness of the I am, this so-called death that we talk about is simply out of the equation. Okay, it doesn't exist. So this is how you would recognize your dog, because you simply would know that your dog is there, and vice versa. Your dog would also know that you are there. Okay, this is awesome. I love you guys. Young soul, would you have any messages for people suffering from mild autism? Uh, First of all, again, I wouldn't put a label on it. I understand that when we go to doctors and specialists and all that, we like to label things, right? So first of all, I wouldn't label anything, number one. Number two, I wouldn't really call it suffering. Okay, and number three, I would just accept it for what it is and just be there in the present moment. By doing so, what you are doing is you are letting in universal energy, and you are allowing things to happen, not to you but for you, because everything does happen for us to begin with. Okay, and believe it or not, kids with autism, or somebody that has autism, there's also a lot of special abilities that a lot of these people have. Okay, and having said this, even though we put a term or a label on them here, are they really suffering from something? They are special in their own way. Everybody is special and everybody is unique here, and we all have something special to bring here. So just be grateful for it, and I wouldn't even call it, label it. Thank you for your beautiful comment, young soul. This is awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, James, I appreciate your hard work. Full respect I have for you. James, I have respect and love for every single one of you right here, because this is how we grow. This is how we evolve. We need to, how should I say it? We need to expand our love. We need to reach out to others. And my goal is to make everybody aware that they are actually very, very loved. They are very, very appreciated, not just by their inner beings, but by Source. Okay, Source is nothing but love and light. And every single one of you in this physical reality has a very special duty. I don't like using the word duty, but you have something special to offer, I should say, to this physical reality and other realities. Okay, you are already masters. In order for you to be here right now, okay, you are already masters. You have mastered so many different other realities. You have mastered so many different other realms. You have mastered so many different obstacles. Okay, already you have grown, you have expanded. This is why you are here. Okay, you are not starting off fresh. You are not a rock. Not that I have anything against rocks, but I'm saying on a conscious level, you're not a rock. Okay, you have evolved way beyond this, and what you are doing is you are also bringing the rock up to your level as you expand. This is how it works. Okay, those that are on different levels of consciousness, because like I said, there's different levels, of course. Their job, if you want to call it that, is to bring everybody up with them, okay? Because this is how we grow, this is how we evolve, because we are all one after all. Camila, I feel like a video game saying mission completed. Yes, pretty much. Thank you for that, Camila. It does sound like a video game, doesn't it? And Katrina, any tips, please, on overcoming social anxiety, please? Speaking in front of groups of people. Yes, the only tip that I can give you on that, because I have done this many times myself. I have spoken to large groups of people, and the only thing that I can tell you is to simply be yourself, okay? Simply be yourself, and when you enter that room, when you go on that stage, instead of looking at people in a way of them judging you or criticizing you, because that's the first thing that comes to our mind. We always get stage fright because we think of what are those people going to think about me? What if I mess up? You know, I'm nervous. This is what creates nervousness. Instead of doing that, just go up there and look at the people, and you're saying, great, I have a lot that I can offer you right now. I have a lot that I want to express and share with you right now. And the minute you actually see it from this point of view, things will change for you, okay? They literally will, Katrina. And believe it or not, nobody is judging you or criticizing you. If anything, a lot of people sitting and watching somebody on stage are actually in awe of you, because believe it or not, a lot of people have stage fright. Almost about 90%, I would say, of people have stage fright. That's a big number. Camila says, okay, Katrina, exposure is the only thing I know. Working, I always have social anxiety. See, like I said, keep exposing yourself. Thank you, Camila. So, Katrina, you're very welcome. I love the way you guys are talking back and forth. Katrina, I'll be there holding your hand mentally. Love and light. Thank you. Thank you, Katrina. I love the way you guys are interacting. And Camila, that means a lot. Thank you. Love and light to you too. Not a problem. You guys are communicating with one another. I love this. Tracy, hello, how are you? I'm doing fine. Shahira, your suggestion on how to help young children to grow up awakened. So, again, the only suggestion that I would recommend is just to let children be children, okay? Let them live what they are living, okay? Let them be in contact with their happy side, their child side, okay? Because we have a lot to learn from children as well. What do we have to learn from children? Children, believe it or not, are more in alignment with who they really are than most adults. And the reason for this is because children, first of all, even young children, they don't discriminate, okay? They will go out there, they will play with any child that wants to play, pretty much, okay? And the only thing that you can do is to help them focus, to be more aware and present in whatever it is that they're doing. So the minute you help them being aware and focused on what they are doing, the quicker their awakening will happen. Beautiful question, Shahira. Beautiful. Katrina, I love that question. Thanks for asking. I love you guys. And Katrina, this is so helpful. Thank you. Not a problem. Veteran is in the house. How can make strength the third eye? Okay, so again, I have mentioned this multiple times about the third eye. Okay. The only thing that you need to do really is just to gently focus on the area between your eyebrows, right here. Okay, right here, this area here. I know a lot of people think the third eye is up here, but you are generally going to feel a vibration starting anywhere from here to this spot to around here. And generally, like, it's a much larger circle than what we actually think. So when you gently focus on this area between your eyebrows, you're going to feel the vibration tingling around here, okay? Just simply focus on that, gently. Don't force anything. And you will feel tingling, you will feel sensation. Another way to help you escalate this, okay, is to simply tap it a little bit. Okay, see this? Just tap and let go. And once you focus on it, you're going to feel the vibration. Okay? Katrina, this is so helpful. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. And again, I want to open my third eye. I've said it many times before, there's nothing for you to open. Your third eye is always open, okay? You just need to gently focus on it so you can, what we call, strengthen it or exercise it if you must. It's like a muscle that is staying dormant, but you don't need to open anything. There's nothing closed, okay? Just focus on it. And Camila, to Shahira, great question. Never show them your doubts when they tell you things. Awesome. Camila again. Why do my eyes start twitching while looking through my third eye? So this is actually very, very normal, Camila. Your eyes might start twitching. You might even feel other parts of your body twitching, believe it or not. It's all normal. I wouldn't really be bothered by it. It's just energy manifesting in different ways, and it's just you're creating something that you haven't been taught to do from a young age, let's say, right? So all these sensations that you are getting, your body is interpreting them in different ways. Hi, hello, hello. I'm trying to go up to see if I missed anybody, because I have a tendency going down to the subs first to see what you guys have to say. Okay, so on that note, like as I was saying earlier, okay, was about happiness. I'm gonna jump back on that really, really fast. Okay, I was saying that happiness is not a destination. Okay, happiness is a state of being. So in order for you to be truly, truly happy, you need to become happy, and you need to realize that you can't rely on external forces or other people to be happy, because even though you might get a temporary boost of happiness, it's not internal happiness. It's not going to stay with you for very, very long. The only way to do this is by you realizing that true happiness comes from within, okay, and realizing that happiness is not a destination, okay, it's a state of being. So you're either happy or you're not. So, but having said this, you can always choose to surround yourself with positive people. You can always choose to surround yourself with things that generally make you happy. Like if you like to go on a horseback ride, by all means, like, you know what I mean? Go out there, enjoy it. If you like to go on a motorcycle ride, just by all means, go out there, enjoy it. Whatever it is that you enjoy, okay, go ahead and enjoy it. But know this, that this is not the source of your happiness. Happiness is internal. Everything else is just a tool. All right, that's helpful. Thank you. No problem, Katrina. I love that. Thank you for the balloon, by the way. Okay. I think I answered that one. And Camila, it's interesting. I feel a lot of weird stuff while doing it. Yeah. And it's all good. And it's all good. I wouldn't really even label anything weird. I know it's out of the ordinary, but I would just let it be. Just observe it, right? Observe what is happening to you, and just pay attention to how you feel emotionally as well. Okay, I know you're saying it kind of feels weird, so that kind of gives me a hint that you're not really comfortable with it. But yeah, just let it be. And Moore's in the house. I try to make happiness my constant state of mind. Yes, Moore. That is actually a very, very good statement. The best, believe it or not, the best routine that I can give you in that would be just before you fall asleep to have captured an image or a thought of you being happy. Okay, and before, just when you wake up in the morning again, instead of you focusing right off the bat about what you're going to do during the day or your job or whatever it is that might have your mind preoccupied, focus on something happy. So generally, when you close the day and when you open, or when you close the night and when you open the day with a happy thought, you will have better results, because what you're doing is you're building momentum. It's kind of like a ball rolling. So if you start thinking of something happy and you maintain it, you're just going to grow that ball and it's going to roll into a bigger ball, if you know what I'm saying. So, do you believe that you can ask questions to angel cards? Again, these are all tools, okay? These are all tools. Absolutely, you can ask questions to angel cards. You can ask tarot cards. You can do all kinds of stuff. But again, realize that these are just tools that are connecting you, in a sense, with your inner being, higher being, your guides, whatever the case might be. They are all tools, okay? And Katrina says, I have noticed sometimes when I feel nervous or apprehensive, I am able to change it to excitement. Yes, because Katrina, you are the creator of your reality. One thing for sure that we can change is our emotional state. We can choose to be bothered by something. We can choose not to be bothered by something. Okay? But generally what happens is that we walk into a scenario or a situation and something is happening, and we kind of get so caught up into this, okay, that we forget about our state that's being affected here, okay? But if you pay attention and you're aware of what's happening, and you simply refuse to bring yourself down, right, magical things will happen. So beautiful, beautiful statement that you made. I love it. Thank you, Katrina. Colin, currently reading the Sedona Method. Fantastic perspective. Awesome. Awesome. If you would like, you can share your thoughts on the Sedona Method. Again, anything that you feel aligned with, by all means, you know, you should be connecting with it even more. Okay. There's an interesting one. This morning I think I was out of my body because I was asleep, but see me with my mind to sleep. So generally speaking, yes, this is what would happen. And you were out of your body for sure. Okay? Because first of all, every night when you go to sleep, you leave your body. I've said this multiple times. We just don't remember when we come back, because the minute we come back, we simply, boom, we get into our head, we get into our mind, and our mind just wipes everything out. But what happens in this scenario, just like you said, you've seen your body from above. So you were definitely out of your body. The only difference this time around was that you just happened to remember it. But you leave your body every night. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all those beautiful hearts. I love you guys. Okay, anything else here? Katrina, thank you. Awesome. And Colin says, best description is a way to journal thoughts mentally on the spot and clear your head. Yes, you can journal your thoughts. So again, it's a way of observing them, right? And this is what awareness does. Once you are aware of your thoughts, you observe them, and you realize that you are not your thoughts, okay? And by doing that, you can do all kinds of wonderful things. Shahir is asking, does this connect to sleepwalking? Does this connect it to sleepwalking? No. Sleepwalking is mostly done unconsciously. Sleepwalking is kind of your subconscious mind kicks in there and takes over, right? So sleepwalking and going out of your body is not connected, okay? It's just your subconscious is doing that. But going out of your body is a different thing altogether. You just leave your body, and whatever your body is doing is a different program. Because keep in mind, your body is alive, okay, in physical terms we mean. And while you are out, your part of the brain that controls functions can still operate like a zombie in some of these cases. What about sleep paralysis? So sleep paralysis is actually what I call the pre-state of just going out of your body. When you are in sleep paralysis, you can actually leave your body very easy. Okay, but what happens in this case, instead of focusing on leaving the body, what we do is we get overwhelmed by the feeling of fear. Okay, and once we feel afraid of something, instead of leaving our body, what we're trying to do is we're actually fighting with our body to wake up. So sleep paralysis can be very, very frightening for those who have experienced that. Actually, I have experienced that myself when I was much, much younger. I felt sleep paralysis, and boy, it was a frightening event for me. And Beastman is saying, what about pushing a car with your mind? First of all, understand that you are not doing anything with your mind, okay? What you are doing is you are simply connecting with energy, and everything is energy, including the car. And if you know how to connect with it the proper way, things can happen without you even realizing it. So even the term pushing, you don't want to push anything. You just want to connect with stuff. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, not a problem. Have a good evening, good night, wherever you're connecting from. That's awesome. So, and Annie is asking, can you channel a spirit even after they have reincarnated? Yes, you can actually, believe it or not, because who they really are is still in the spirit world. Okay, when you reincarnate, there's only a small portion of you that goes into the physical body. The majority of you is in the non-physical, what we want to call, because in reality, everything is non-physical. Even here that we think it's physical, it's not physical. How do I know this? Even quantum physics has actually discovered this. When you zoom in, really zoom into your body, you're just going to see energy dancing around. So what does this tell you? This tells you that nothing is physical in reality. And even when you tap your hands and you feel this, in reality, nothing is touching. Check this out. This is actually science that is mind-blowing. Nothing is touching, which means that everything is happening in your mind. Everything is happening. You're interpreting all this as reality, but that's why I say that everything is non-physical. So yes, you can definitely speak with spirit, somebody's spirit, even if they have reincarnated, 1000%. Why is sleep paralysis scary? That's a good question. Because you simply feel that you've lost control of your body, and that's a scary feeling. At least this is how it played out for me. I felt like I had no control of my body. To be quite honest with you, this was when I was very young, of course. I was maybe, the first time I've noticed this, thank you for that, I was probably maybe like 7 or 8 years old. So now, can you imagine when you're 7 or 8 years old and you are sleeping, the room was slightly lit, like it was a dim room. And I remember my eyes were wide open, and I'm looking at the room, and it was dark, slightly lit. I mean, and I can see all the shadows in the room and all that. And all of a sudden, like I'm trying to move and I can't move. It was such a scary experience because I literally thought that, I was possessed or something. That's how scary it is. So it is normal to be scared because you can't move your body. Okay. Let's see any of my subs. Any questions here? Okay. Any other comments? I'm trying to find any comments that I might have missed. I don't know why my signal's so bad. I'm not sure. Maybe it is the connection where you're at, my friend. Most likely it is, because the connection on my end is actually very good. And Rachel's saying, oh yes, when I was young, I had the sleep paralysis, and I seemed and felt slaps or pushes all the time. Absolutely. And that's another thing that you would feel scared of. Because again, what happens, our body is asleep, but our brain is awake, right? But not all functions of the brain are awake. So we can create all things in our mind, and it can become very, very scary. Thanks for sharing that, Rachel. Why do we have the sleep paralysis often? So that question is actually a very intriguing question. My answer to that would be because most likely once it happens once, you kind of expect it to happen all the time. And then as you set your expectation, the universe delivers to you, believe it or not, right? So it's the intent. So even though the intention is not for you to have sleep paralysis, just the thought of sleep paralysis kind of creates the intent, okay? And it just it gives mixed signals to the universe in this case, and it would happen more often, of course. So the best way to avoid that is to simply not even think about it. Just go to bed and enjoy your sleep, okay? Okay, right, magnetic field repulsing when you're touching, 1000%. Good comment, I love that. So how to download knowledge from universe? Okay, that's a beautiful comment. Like I said before, first you need to go silent. Second, you need to be still. And third, you need to understand what is a download versus your thinking mind, your thoughts, right? So the way you would understand this is this, right? Your thoughts that are generated from you, or the thoughts that you normally pick, I should say, are thoughts that would be repetitive, okay, number one. The language that you might be using is repetitive, number two. And obviously the knowledge is always there when it's generated from your mind. A download is something that would be spontaneous most times, like it would just, a thought will come to your mind, or a feeling might come in your mind, a vibration, sensation, something like that. And it is generally information that you don't know, okay? So you might get an idea and you're going to wonder, where did this idea come from? Like, I don't know this. Like, you might, you know what I'm saying? That's a download. Also, on a download, you might receive information in the language, even though, let's say it's the English language, let's say that you're speaking, the wording might be different. So you might see words in there if the download comes to you as words, I'm saying, right? The wording might be different because it might be a word that you don't normally use. So right there, that's another indication that it is a download, okay? So just be still, be silent, and pay attention what you are receiving. And then when you pay attention, you can see the difference between what is your thought and what is the download. All right, let's see any comments from my subs here. Keep tapping the screen, everyone. Thank you very, very much. Katrina Immortal, thank you very, very much. Buddha Tao, I'll get back to you in a sec. Let me see. Anybody from my subs here? Awesome. Gina, you're communicating with all these people. Thank you, Camila, for that. Trying to see. All right, so let me go back. I think Buddha asked something. Where are you, Buddha? Try to find your comment now. Okay, there you are. Buddha Tao. I'm selling a house. How can I speed the process? Okay, by simply staying out of the process. What do I mean by that? When you use the words speed up the process, for example, Buddha Tao, you're actually creating resistance without realizing it. This is a general term, of course. I'm not specifically talking about you here. But in general, when you want to speed something up without realizing it, you're creating resistance. The minute you create resistance, you create blockages. The minute you create blockages, your house will sell, in this case, at a much later date, if it even sells at all, depending on how severe the blockages or the resistance is, of course, right? So the best course of action in this would be to simply do what you needed to do. You listed the house, you put the purchase price up whatever you wanted, and then you just simply leave it alone, get out of the way. It would help you, of course, if you can envision, okay, after you sell the house, maybe if you're buying another house or maybe you want to travel, I'm not sure what the scenario is, but it would be also helpful if you just picture yourself in your new place, for example, or if you picture yourself with the funds, the money that you will, of course, generate from the proceeds of selling the house, right? That will speed it up without getting in your way. Okay. Okay. Let's see any other comments here. Isn't that just part of your intelligence? No, it's not, Paul. It's not part of your intelligence because of download. I'm assuming you're talking about download, right? It's not part of your intelligence because your intelligence, believe it or not, is something that your mind creates. It is something, you know, that you're just generating. A download, like I said, is information that would just pop up to you without you even knowing it. So it has nothing to do with your intelligence. Anybody can receive downloads, believe it or not. And it's just the way the process works. Why do I have to pay bills if life is not real? Just a joke. Awesome. So we pay bills, obviously, because we have created bills, okay? We chose to come into a world like this one, and there's nothing wrong with this world, by the way. This world is specifically designed in the perfect time, in the perfect place, in a perfect scenario for us to grow and evolve. So paying bills is part of the growth that you want to accomplish. Paying bills is also part of helping you expand, okay? So there's nothing wrong with paying bills. So instead of seeing it in this way, like, hey, I got to pay bills, everybody has bills, believe me, okay? Just look at the positive way. Look at when you're paying something, what service is it providing for you? And be grateful for the service. Once you change your thinking about it, you're going to find that you will also have more money in your bank account just because you're not thinking in terms of lack of having it. You are thinking of, I'm grateful that I have all these services that I can pay for. Okay, it's just a thinking process. I'm getting a lot of messages now. What's going on? I love you guys. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Camila, awesome. What made you start this? Gina, actually, believe it or not, it just happened. Okay, it just happened because I kind of like follow my intuition. I follow my inner guidance system, and I just go with a flow. So it was kind of like I naturally came to this. It wasn't really something that I was looking to do. I just naturally came to this. Camila, I love the way you're interacting. Paying bills is appreciating the service, 1,000%. That's what I just said. And Rachel says, yes, a roof over my head, and I can get to my job to prosper more abundance, 1,000%. Love and light to you, Rachel. Beautiful. So again, yes, you're talking. I try very hard. Do you know Alaj? Is that Elijah? No, I don't actually. If you want to elaborate, who Alaj, if I'm even reading it correctly, is, but I don't know who Alaj is. No. Gina Gaddis, I love that. Camila is interacting again. Okay, it's a YouTube channel. Awesome. No, I'm not aware of it. I'm going to write it down. So I'm going to go check it out, actually. Alaj. I'm going to go check it out. Thank you for bringing it up. Hello from Ireland. Hello, my friend. Nice to see a few people here. Let's see. I recommend you with all my heart. Oh, thank you, my friend. Really, really appreciate that. Yes, I'll go check it out. So again, for those of you that don't know who I am, welcome. I always love to welcome people here. You can always go check out my page to find out more about me. Okay, And if you like what you see, please hit a follow, and also the notifications icon, you can hit that so you can be the first to be notified every time I do an upload on a video, of course. And I haven't said that, at the bottom of my page there, you will find my link tree. You can tap that if you like, and that will direct you to my YouTube and Instagram channels as well. And the reason for this, I do different things on different platforms, of course, and I do upload these videos on YouTube as well. Okay, and for those that do want to subscribe, this is your opportunity. While I'm live, you can do so. Anybody that wishes to subscribe and wishes to speak with me, you can always notify me of that, and you can have like a 15-minute meeting with me just to kind of get to know each other a little better. Now, anything else that we need to cover here? Let's see. Love and light. Thank you again. Thank you, Katrina. Wonderful. Your last live you did, you spoke about meditation. Have you done the Gateway Experience? So I've done a lot of different meditations. My most favorite one is the one that I was talking about, like the meditation that you simply sit and you observe your thoughts, you observe your emotions, and you just let them go. By you doing this, you are creating what I call a present moment like no other. Okay, you become so focused and so aware of who you really are, and you literally become like one with the whole universe and beyond. I'm not sure how the Gateway Experience is, but this is by far my favorite way of meditating. And also, if you are focused in the present moment, it has the same effect, because again, when you're focused on the moment, what happens is you just accept things as they are. You see things as they are. You don't try to change anything. Okay, you don't put labels on anything, and that is also going to create the same meditative experience, if you might say. So you're basically walking around in your everyday life meditating, if that makes sense. Okay. Hi, man. I love the way you teach. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I love all you guys here. Are you able to explain a bit more about here and now, please? So, immortal hacker. Yes. So, the here and now is not so complicated, actually, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean that if you notice on your everyday life, you are always guided by certain thoughts. Okay, those thoughts are actually what we call, I call it a hypnosis, because when you just follow your thoughts, you are literally hypnotized. You are literally sleeping, right? And in order for you to wake up from that, you just, as you are sitting here, okay, just focus on your internal feeling of your energy, of your body. Focus on your breath, if you might. Focus on your heartbeat. Focus on the way you feel. Focus on the way the chair feels if you're sitting down. Look around you in the room and pay attention to everything that's around you. Just pay attention. What is around you? What are you surrounded by? Smell it. Feel it. Taste it if you're eating something. Listen to what's happening around you. Just be fully aware. When you do this, you are opening yourself to dimensions that are far, far more greater than you can even realize, okay? Because everything happens in the now, like I've said before. And when you're fully present in the now, which it's not magic, you just got to be focused. Everything in your life just happens for you. And you're just going to start saying, like, how did this happen? How did I manifest this? How did this person come into my life? How did things start working for you in magical ways? And the reason for this is because you are not putting any obstacles in your way. You are not creating any resistance. You're not labeling anything, okay? By being fully aware of everything around you. I'm just looking around just to show you, okay? Just by being fully aware of the clothes that you wear, everything around you, right? Just be aware of it. what you are doing is you are appreciating the moment right here, right now, and you are giving your full attention to the present moment. And as a response, source or the universe or whatever you want to call it brings everything to you, okay? And the amount of information that comes to you is incredible. And also things, like I said, will happen to you in ways that you can't even imagine. And of course your mind, not to say your thoughts, will just subside and they will no longer be a problem for you. I hope that was more specific for you. Okay. Okay, Camila, anybody else? Any of my subs here saying something? Okay, Cheryl, you're a great teacher. I truly agree. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Immortal Hacker. Send and receive energy. Awesome. Yes. And Viral, how can you want to be in a present? You have terrible physical pain in your body. So again, I get it. But if you are fully present in the moment and you observe your physical pain, this is what I'm trying to tell you as well and everybody else, your physical pain will subside. Your physical pain will eventually go away because the universe connects with you in such a way that is beyond your imagination, okay? Your illness will subside. There's no two ways about it, okay, when you're focused in the present moment. Or even if it doesn't, the answers on how to deal with it will come to you, okay? Either way, it's going to work out for you. All right, I got a lot of peeps here. I love you guys. I love all of you, okay? But I am going to have to cut it. And again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank you all for all the love and appreciation that you send my way. I'm also very, very grateful to have you all here. I love you all very, very much. I love connecting with you. I love interacting with you. I love the interaction that a lot of you have with one another. Like Camila, you're incredible. Katrina, all of you guys just, going back and forth and communicating with one another is just incredible. And I truly, truly love this. And before I close, yes, Rachel, thank you. You have a wonderful day as well. Everybody here on this wonderful Saturday, or it might be even Sunday where you're at. I'm not sure if any of you here are in Australia. Love and light to you all, okay? Hello, my friend from Holland. Again, love and light to you all. Camila, I need to check my schedule, see if I can connect, okay? And again, love and light. And remember, no matter what you do, be the greatest you, okay? Thank you once again, Immortal, for the rose. I love you all dearly. You have, take care of yourselves, okay? Very, very important. Bye-bye.